A KSL Sports Beat presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Presented by SportsMedUtah.com.
All right, hi there, and welcome to Game Night Live, presented by SportsMedUtah.com. Jeremiah, first week of the high school football playoffs are in the books now, and we have one of the most incredible endings to a high school football game that we've seen. The script says in a while, but I might say ever. It was that good, and amazing that it actually worked.
It is remarkable. We can't wait to show you that. But we'll start with 5A. The Davis Darts went 9-0 in the regular season, won the outright Region 1 title, and their reward? A game against Pleasant Grove, a team ranked for several weeks this season.
Thank you very little. Pleasant Grove jumping out to a 14-0 lead, but the Darts would come back to cut it to 7. Colton Chronister, he'll take it in. And then Chronister, Table Porter, 8 yards, touchdown, 2-point conversion's good. Davis now come all the way back, take a 1-point lead. Pleasant Grove would answer, though. Here comes TJ Wynn. Man, has he been good second half of the season. In from 3 yards out with just under 4 to play. Pleasant Grove would hold on for the big upset on the road. 22-15 is your final. Lone Peak at 4th-ranked Syracuse. First quarter, Titans has a BYU commit right there. Kavika Fanua, and Fanua is gonna. 71 yards, Titans up 10-7. Lone Peak comes back with this. Baron Gajkowski. He's gone, 24 yards. Knights led 14-10 at the half. In the third, Chase Armstrong. We have ourselves a pickoff. And we have ourselves a return of 47 yards. Ball game, Lone Peak, another upset on the road, 21-13. Knights move on to the next round.
Number 5, Riverton hosting Northridge of Region 1. No one runs more than Riverton, which is why this play works so well. Play action fake, Connor Henderson to Cameron Christensen. He's down the sideline, 65 yards for a touchdown. Riverton with an 8-0 lead. Northridge would try to keep pace. Dion Lake, the BYU commit, dives in for 6. He had 2 touchdowns in the game. Knights looking for more, but a remarkable one-handed interception. Connor Henderson ends the drive. Wow. Riverton takes all the momentum to the second half and puts this game away. Peyton Caius. He combined with Cameron Christensen for 205 yards on the ground. Riverton is in the quarterfinals. You can watch this game on Comcast High School Football Rewind.
I will.
Harriman could complete a clean sweep of Region 1 over Region 4, hosting Layton. Lancers Julian Blackman with a great catch. Lancers tied the game at 7. Harriman would control this the rest of the way. Braden Keener, the keeper. 6-yard touchdown. Harriman up 21-13 in the second quarter. Harriman plays physical smash mouth style of football. Bo Bouquet, the human bowling ball running through defenders for a big gain. Brandon Farmer had one of his touchdowns. Not at all. The Mustangs hold on for a 44-33 win, and Region 4 completes a sweep of Region 1 in the first round. How about that?
Number 1 Bingham hosting West. Miners up early. Kyle Garrett, Colton Livingston. That's worth 7 yards. That's worth touchdown. 14-0 Bingham. Then the defense of the Miners would get a little tougher. Group of the defenders sharing a sack right there. Share alike. West would make it interesting, however, early on. Bingham with the fumble, and Tyler Jones recovers and returns it to the 1-yard line. West would score moments later on a 1-yard dive. Bingham's lead cut to 7. However, after that, Miners would respond with a couple of scores down the half. Scott Nichols, 31-yarder. Bingham up 21-7. Now 20 seconds left in the first half. Gearig. Touchdown. Miners move into the quarterfinals. 41-7, your final. Brighton taking on Cottonwood, first quarter. Chandler G. Oh, it's a pickoff, and it's a touchdown, a 49-yard return. Brighton on the board, up 7-0 early. Second quarter, Robbie Hutchins. Isaiah Kafusi, touchdown, 40-yarder. Fourth quarter now. Hutchins says, all right, let's do it again. This time, Jesse Thompson, your turn. 42-7 at that point. Brighton, no problem moving into the quarters. 42-15 is your final.
Jordan at Hunter, Mr. Football, Austin Kofensis. Scores easily from 4 yards out. Jordan takes a 7-0 lead. Hunter would strike back. McKay Medlinger. to his big tight end, Noah Togiai, the basketball star. 2 missed tackles, and he's into the end zone. 7-6, Jordan still leads. Now here's how you run a screen pass. Kafentzis to A.J. Townsend.
Oh, that's how you run it, Jeremiah.
That is how you run it. 72 yards for the touchdown.
That was picture perfect.
And you can't show a Jordan highlight without Clay Moss scoring a touchdown. He's scored so many this year. This one from 55 yards.
Clay could be my hero if I needed one.
Austin Kafentzis, 6 total touchdowns. Jordan will meet Pleasant Grove in the quarterfinals. Alta at surprising Taylorsville, and Mac Richards had himself a ball game.
Back attack!
This is the opening kickoff. He makes this look so easy. Right into your living room, all the way. A 95-yard kickoff return that set the tone for the rest of the game. Second possession for Alta. Chipper Lucero to Logan Harrison.
I know his dad.
Is he a nice guy?
He's a great guy.
Hawks quickly take a 14-0 lead. Second quarter, Alta's all over Taylorsville's quarterback. I don't know if that's an interception or fumble, whatever it is. It's a touchdown by Carter Heslop. Terrific effort.
It's what they call a takeaway.
He took it away and he scored. More from Mac Richards. Another Mac attack.
Mac!
This is a punt return, but the result is the same. An 86-yard touchdown. And Alta's up 28-0.
I don't believe it.
Scary team in the playoffs. Taylorsville finally gets on the board. Mosa Long. That's a great catch. But unfortunately for the Warriors, that was followed by another Alta score. Lucero to Nate Tehan.
Tehan attack!
Doesn't quite roll off the tongue like the Mac attack. That's all right. Alta crushes Taylorsville, but a nice run by the Warriors this year. Best season in years.
You know Taylorsville's head coach, what his first name is? Rod.
Rod, it is.
Pretty cool name. How about some matchups, Jeremiah?
Let's take a look at them.
Okay.
Here we go. Brighton and Harriman. Pleasant Grove versus Jordan, another unexpected matchup. Lone Peak is going to host a playoff game now and take on Alta.
I do not believe what you just said.
And Bingham versus Riverton, but boy, all 4 of those games are going to be fantastic.
All right, moving on to the 4A first round. No upsets of the top-ranked teams.
No.
As in 5A, but JJ, we had maybe the best game-winning play in the history of the world, Olympus and Springville.
Let's find out if that's true. Dave Noriega was in Springville and captured one of the most dramatic endings of the year anyway.
Dave attack! Dave attack!
Olympus had a great season at 9-1, but Crazy Region Ty had them playing on the road in the first round. Olympus running back Coleman Meyer had an incredible game. He takes this one 35 yards to give the Titans the 13-0 lead. Then Springville keeps their chins up after getting down early. Dylan Slavens finds Jesse Knoll, 63 yards for the touchdown. That still keeps Olympus up 16-14, but Springville cutting into the lead. That would not be the only time the Slavens would find Knoll. Second half, trailing 31-21. Slavens hits Knoll to cut the lead 31-27. They decide to go for 2, get within a field goal, sets up this great 2-point conversion. Bad snap and quick reactions from Garrett Clark. Buys himself all sorts of time. Let's put a clock on that one. Finds Nasili Taufuiavalu. Still counts with the ugly pass, but that cuts the lead to 3. Springville on a roll, but Olympus has the same answer. Coleman Meyer, 44 yards for the touchdown. But the missed PAT keeps the lead at 8 and the hope alive for Springville. Springville's got a lot of ground to cover. Slavens hits Zach Hansen down the middle for almost 50 yards. Takes a few boys to bring him down. 1, 2, 3. There's a 4th to get him down. That sets up the short 4-yard run from Jerem Hedricks. Red Devils have to convert the 2-point conversion now to stay alive. Who is it? Of course, Jesse Knoll sweeps far outside and scores. That ties the game at 37, and that's when the real drama happens. Olympus pulls off the play of the year, maybe of any year. Chase Manning hits senior Spencer Williams across the middle for the hook. Connor Haller takes the ladder. Then he runs the option and pitches to who else but Coleman Meyer, who scores the game-winning touchdown with under 2 seconds to play.
I'm sorry, this is probably not good for me to say on TV, but I was crapping my pants. That was great. That was outstanding. Great job. Coleman had a great game all game.
It all just worked perfectly. I saw the end zone, and just ran as hard as I could for the final play.
I was just surprised it worked so well. I mean, we work on it, but plays like that are hard, but it worked to perfection, and we got it, baby. We did it.
When he crossed the goal line, I thought, wow, Merry Christmas, Olympus. So what a way to end a football game.
All right, let's bring on Dave Noriega, who shot that play. Now, I didn't soil myself watching it, but I really enjoyed it. I think everyone really enjoyed this. We've seen the hook and ladder before, most famously probably the Boise State-Oklahoma game and the Fiesta Bowl, but this is a great new wrinkle on an old play.
Well, first of all, is there a better soundbite than Aaron Whitehead?
No, he's pretty good.
Olympics head coach is fantastic. But no, I mean, it's exciting. We've seen the hook and ladder a lot, but he said this new little wrinkle, the little pitch, was something he learned from Riley Jensen. Riley Jensen, who played at Cottonwood and Snow and BYU and Utah State. Well, he was a coach for North Carolina State. And this is what North Carolina State ran, was this little pitch option where the running back actually comes out of the backfield to be an option. So that's the hook and ladder. I don't know, the double hook and ladder. I don't know.
Double hook?
Who knows what you call it?
Whatever we call it, it's fantastic, and it won. What a remarkable win for these guys.
Brandon Gurney actually found out the name that Olympus calls it, ace flipper option.
Okay, ace flipper option it is. You know what? I think a lot of teams are going to copy ace flipper option. We're going to see this again coming up soon, I'm sure. Dave, great stuff.
That was awesome.
Thanks. Rod?
I just call it pretty incredible. Awesome. Unbelievable. All right. Orem on top seed out of Region 7, hosting Salem Hills, one of the best defensive players right there. Porter Gusson tips pass, never touches the ground, and interception. Led to the first score of the game, Orem's Tucker Camp. Picked off by Cooper Smith, and he takes it the other way. 7-0 Salem Hills. Then the offense would get rolling. Chad Peterson. Villa Khalil Wolfgram. That's in for a 20-yard touchdown. Man, Peterson. Kyle Mengelson. It's 21-0 Skyhawks at half. Orem would find a little offense in the third. Camp connecting with Nolan Gray. Touchdown. Then, one more time. Camp, Gray. Touchdown. Orem cuts the lead to 7, but Salem Hills will get a couple more scores to clinch the first playoff win in school history. A rematch from earlier this year, Bountiful at Logan. And what's this? Chase Nelson, the quarterback for the Logan Grizzlies, on the sidelines, who kicked out of the game for kicking a Bountiful player. Could have to miss next game as well. And his replacement, Kyle Freeman, picked off on his first pass downfield, raised ball. But Bountiful could not move it in on the Logan defense. Field goal makes it 13-10 Grizzlies. Braves get the ball back. The Logan defense steps up again. Tip drill. Interception by Austin. Takes it back inside the 10-yard line. Nelson. Oh, yeah. Thank you, defense. Grizzlies went through 4 different players until they stick with Kincaid Wildman. Touchdown, 22-10 with 5 minutes to play. Bountiful still in it, though. Driving to take the lead, but that ball is tipped, picked off by Taylor Compton. Logan defense, the hero of this one without their QB. Nelson may have to skip next week against Olympus. All right, just up the road in Smithfield, the Highland Rams, Skyview. Skyview already up 7-0. They add to that right here, Braxton Gotteridge. 3rd and long, and Logan Miller hauls it in. Bobcats looking to put this thing wide open now, 14-0 in the first quarter. But Highland clamps down, 17-0 in the third, and the Rams start pounding it away. Jamal Greer in from 1 yard out. Highland on the board, down 17-7. Rams defense then comes up big. Gotteridge going long. It's picked off by Alasani Nyang. Rams, they got the ball with a short field, but the offense makes good on the turnover right there. Brandon Jones hauls it in. And we have a 3-point game. Next possession for Skyview. Uh-oh, another pick. All right, Rams have all the momentum here heading into the fourth quarter. But then that momentum would shift the other way. 4th and 3 for the Rams. Skyview defense stuffs them. Bobcats score on the next drive and hold Highland down from there. Bobcats moving on to next week. They win it 27-14. All right, Woods Cross, the Region 6 number 2 seed, has to be the quietest one-loss team in the state. That's because East, of course, are the heavy favorite, along with Timpview, and the Wildcats only lost coming to East. Woods Cross opening up the first round Friday at home with Region 5 number 3 seed Box Elder. Already up 7-0. Woods Cross, Ezekiel Harry picks off Shad Watson, and they won't catch him. That's a 45-yard return. It is 14-0 Wildcats. A couple minutes later, Clay Kidman going to guess who? Yeah, Harry again, and again, they won't catch him. That's worth 80 yards, and Wildcats only run 3 plays, and they led 21-0. In the second half, why not? Kidman, Harry again. Woods Cross with the easy first-round win over Box Elder. Wildcats will take on Salem Hills, who beat Orem.
About number 1 East hosting Roy. It didn't take long for the Leopards to find the end zone. Preston Curtis on the end around. I don't even think he's touched. This kid can play at the next level. Teams need to take a look at him. He scored 3 touchdowns in this game. Now Roy can throw the football. Tyler Skidmore with one of the highlights for the Royals. Beautiful ball to Nate Jones, but they cannot score on that possession or this possession. Skidmore picked off by Lorenzo Manu. East has no weakness. They crush the Royals and move on to the quarterfinals. 4A playoffs, Corner Canyon hosting Spanish Fork. Dons score first, but the Chargers are marching right back. Michael Ebling unloads and finds a streaking Garrett Michaeli, and that's 59 yards to the house. Big play here in the first half. Spanish Fork on 3rd down. Jason Money to the end zone. Joe Anderson makes a spectacular one-handed grab. Looks like a touchdown, but the ref says nope. Says he bobbled it. Let's take one more look.
I'm not so sure about that. There's no bobble there, my friend.
Well, there's no replay in high school football, and it's a good thing there isn't, but not for the Dons. Corner Canyon driving again. Michael Ebling can't find a receiver, so you know what? He's going to take it himself. No problem. Chargers hold Spanish Fork to 0 points. Again, and Ebling on this play action here finds tight end Isaac Brenton. Juke and a stiff arm and right on the cameraman, up 21-7. Corner Canyon piling it on. Ebling, a short pass to Zach Frankowiak. He turns on the burners. That's a well-earned 34-yard touchdown. The Dons need to make a comeback in the second half. Money. He's Money right here.
Oh, I get it because his last name's Money.
You got it. Another great catch. This one counts, leads to a touchdown for Spanish Fork. Not enough, though. Corner Canyon rolls in this one to get their first playoff win ever. Corner Canyon has a tough task of East in the next round. Number 3, Timpview hosting Timotaugus. Timpview with a 28-0 lead, 45 seconds left before halftime, and their defense steps up with 2 big plays. Here's the first one. P.O. Stowers with a 31-yard interception return. Timpview takes a 35-0 lead. Still time left. Timpanogos runs a play, bad snap. Timpview is there to recover in the end zone. Their defense scores 2 touchdowns in less than 20 seconds, and the Thunderbirds move on easily. All right, here's the 4A games coming up this week. Olympus at Logan. We'll see if Nelson's going to play in that game. Eastern Corner Canyon, Woods Cross versus Salem Hills, and Timpview versus Salem Hills. All the ranked teams heavy favorites in those games.
All right, teams to beat in 3A. Got to be Juan Diego and Dixie. The two played a classic in the snow in last year's semifinals and could meet again for the 3AA championship this year.
They definitely could. This week, those two teams, along with Pineview and Stansbury, enjoyed a bye while the rest of the 3AA playoff field try to keep their season alive.
I'll show you what happened. Number 4, Desert Hills,
George
hosting Uinta. Uinta with the ball, not for long. No, the sack. Jake Wagner. And that leads to this. James Mingo, 19-yard fumble return for a touchdown. Desert Hills takes a 14-0 lead. Uinta trying to get on the board, but the Thunder block it right there, and there's Wagner pick up. Again, he's going the other way. He's still going. That's 79-yarder. Still going. There he goes. Done. Big game for Wagner. Helps Thunder roll over the Utes.
3AA, Cedar making the trip to Park City. Third quarter, Park City's Cam Maddox takes the fly sweep. 26 yards for the touchdown, and the Miners have a 13-9 lead. Let's go to the late fourth quarter. Same score. Cedar quarterback Brecken Lewis. He keeps it, runs over a Miner for the touchdown. Cedar up 16-13 with 2:30 to go. Park City trying to make something happen. Ian Moritz going downfield. Oh, he's picked off by Austin Obering, and Cedar gets a big win, 23-13.
Snow Canyon hosting Tooele. Buffalo score first. Jake Brady to Lawson Ross. And that would set up a 30-yard field goal by Damon Fisk. Snow Canyon answers with this. Trevor Horlocker. And he is gone. Buffaloes finally run him down, though, at the 5-yard line, so he wasn't gone too far. Warner Rigby would punch it in from there. 25 points in the second half to pull away for the win. All right, Bear River hosting Hurricane. Jardine Nesson. Okay, that's going to be worth 77 yards. Bridger Buse got it. Nesson had 305 yards and 4 passing touchdowns. Bears led 14-6 in the first half. Hurricane will score 18 second quarter points to take the lead. Adley Elison to Cole Richens, 37 yards. Later in the second quarter, Jeremiah Aremia. Jeremiah, what kind of name is that?
No relation.
It's a cool name, apparently. He had 95 yards on the ground. Tigers were 1-9 in the regular season, but they pulled the upset on the Bears on the road. All right, how about this? 3A, 3AA brackets. Juan Diego, Snow Canyon, Pineview Hurricane, Dixie Cedar, Stansbury, Desert Hill. Stansbury holding up the north end of the zone there. All right, Judge enters the 3A playoffs ranked number 1 in our KSL coaches poll after defeating Morgan in the final game of the regular season to claim the 3A North title.
And Morgan hoping to bounce back in a home playoff game with Richfield. Morgan would strike first in this one. Matt Murdoch takes the handoff and picks his way through the Wildcat defense for the 13-yard touchdown. 6-0 Trojans. Let's go to the second quarter. Richfield battles back. Brandon Willardson at quarterback to Jerem Stewart. 4-yard touchdown pass. We're tied at 6. Later in the quarter, 4th down for Morgan. Ben Saunders at quarterback for the Trojans finds a wide-open Cade Kerrigan. Not only a first down, but that's a 30-yard touchdown. Richfield would answer. Willardson again. Finds Brennan Thomas. This is a 13-yard beautiful touchdown pass. Richfield takes a 13-12 lead. Now, final seconds of that first half, Trojans get tricky. The pass back to Saunders, who throws down the field to Mitch Walmsley. The Trojans score.
I want to see that in the final 5 seconds of the game to win it, though.
Into the second half, yeah, that's the next step. Third quarter, Trojans still rolling. Cade Kerrigan picks off Willardson, and Morgan would capitalize. Kerrigan from 3 yards out. Morgan wins this one 32-13.
Hey, Judge looked like the number 1 team in 3A against North St. Pete. First quarter, Caden Ellis, 17-yard touchdown run. The son of Luther Ellis is in. 7-0 Bulldogs. Still in the first quarter, another rushing TD right here. Max Barnett into the end zone, then more from Caden Ellis. And if you don't know who Luther Ellis is, former University of Utah and Detroit Lions defensive lineman, defensive end. Judge wins it and moves on.
2A number 1 seed South Summit taking on San Juan. First quarter, South Summit already leading 7-0. Bracken Santos reverses field and will take this punt all the way inside the 5 before he steps out of bounds. So on the very next play, Colby Averett takes the handoff, and he earns his way into the end zone for a 4-yard touchdown. 14-0 South Summit. Next San Juan possession, Broncos punting. Quinn Zimmerman flies in and blocks the punt. Wildcats would recover. And the very next play, Caton Gines on the sweep. Finds the pylon, 21-0 Wildcats. Out of the second quarter, Wildcats driving again, and Averett, his 3rd touchdown of the game. Boy, he runs hard. 15-yard run. South Summit takes care of San Juan, 43-0. So here's the bracket. Judge versus Juab, and Manti versus Morgan, the top 4 teams in the state in the semifinals. That's the way you want it.
2A bracket. North Summit will take on Grand Beaver. South Summit. Both games are next Saturday at Southern Utah University in Cedar City. How about the 1A semis? Jeremiah Duchesne and Diamond Ranch, Kanab and Rich. They'll play those games on Friday. All right, it's time now to honor our primetime performers. A long list, not easy to choose just 3.
But we did it anyway.
All right, here we go, Jeremiah. Who we have?
Coleman Meyer, Olympus. We know what he did earlier. We saw it. Scored 5 touchdowns, though. He did more than just the double hook. Gave Olympus a 43-37 win over Springville. Impressive performance.
How about the Mac attack? Mac Richards out there, returning the opening kickoff, 95 yards for a touchdown. Returned a punt, 86 yards for a score, and also added a 9-yard touchdown catch in Alta's 49-21 win over Taylorsville.
And Michael Ebling of Corner Canyon, 13 of 19 for 286 yards and 4 touchdowns, leading Corner Canyon to the first playoff victory in school history, 42-21 over Spanish.
All right, now trying to put it all together for our Friday night highlight reel, brought to you by
the Brent Brown Toyota.
Here they are. JJ. First round of the 3A, 4A, 5A playoffs in the books. Look forward to another great weekend ahead.
I think Friday's going to be even better than this last Friday. Can't wait for it.
And also volleyball championships on this Saturday as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you. Bye.